KGB intercept of conversation between President Reagan and Secretary of State George Shultz in the White House, Washington, 1986. You're well aware of my views of the USSR as an evil empire. Those commies must be defeated. I've had enough of this détente rubbish from the 70s. We can never trust those communists. Would you trust Stalin, Khrushchev, Brezhnev? I don't trust any of them. We know the Soviet economy is failing, and those damn Soviets will not be able to compete with us. Our economy is doing a lot better than the Soviets. I know we have our problems, George, but our standard of living is way higher than the Soviets. They are still queuing for bread in the streets. They also don't have our levels of technology. I'm not intimidated by the Soviet Union's weapons. We need to increase our military spending and challenge the Soviet Union so much that their economy will collapse from the competition. Between us, we know that the Star Wars program is not technologically possible yet, but we know the Soviets don't know this. They're damn scared. Our military scientists also tell me that they're working on a neutron bomb that will kill people but won't damage infrastructure like buildings. I want Americans to forget about the humiliation of Vietnam and the hostage crisis in Iran. I want to challenge the USSR in Africa and Central America, where they are helping communist groups. We must continue to help the Mujahideen in Afghanistan in their fight against communism. We need to make sure that the CIA are secretly funding the Mujahideen, weapons and money through our friends in Pakistan. I want to increase our defense spending by $1 trillion. I've been advised that we could win a war by using the nut strategy. KGB. President Reagan is referring to the nuclear utilization target selection, where the USA would target Soviet warheads rather than Soviet cities. We know where all their weapons are because of our satellites. Of course, we need to be seen to be continuing with talks with the Soviets. I think we may be able to do business with Gorbachev, but I don't necessarily trust him anything more than Stalin. And who is he to see that he will last any longer than the rest? He could be overthrown by a more hardline leader any moment. We must continue to attend peace talks, and who knows where they will take us. Perhaps we will be able to make progress with Gorbachev.